Welcome back to the studio. It's time for our last match of the evening. Wow. Yeah.
Evening.
Afternoon.
The Counter-Strike innings.
I can't talk English. What's happening? It's time for the last match of the evening. It's SK versus NRG on Inferno. There we go. Sentences are back. Now, SK have gone 0-3 so far. Some of the matches have been close. They lost 2 matches versus Cloud9. Quite entertaining matches. They just lost on Mirage versus NRG. And now Inferno. You favoured NRG on Inferno. Why?
They're very explosive. They have pretty much all the tools. It's a very basic map in terms of how you play it. I mean, like the meta's pretty established. I mean, and they're a really good core unit at the moment. They have great team play, great synergy. SK, they got Stewie in there, and we saw some. It didn't look perfect earlier.
Well, we have many NRG players saying hello on the banana position. Just saying hello. Waving hello. Like a children's cartoon.
Hey guys.
3 players top mid for the CT side. Oh, first taking one in the face, and that's why I love some P250, because that would have been a kill. 2 HP, we'll see if he can do any damage. Falling back is Fur towards the library position in the meantime. The bomb's being picked off. Fur baiting, and there he is with 1 kill, 2 kills.
See ya.
That is why Fur is the monster. 2 players left now for NRG, who need to collect the bomb once again. The Glock spam will eventually get there for Ethan. Is there time for him to reload? There is not really, because he's stuck in the corner, facing the wall like he's been told off by the teacher.
Was that movie like Blair Witch Project, where they stare into the wall? It's like that.
I was thinking that, you know, we saw like Fallen like scoped in on the A side Mirage. He's like looking all over the place, like was scoped in. It looked like it was from a horror movie or something, that little sequence. But SK start off with not a horror show, but something quite the opposite. They got the pistol victory, they got the MP9s, they're going to run down middle. They're going to run down middle, because running down middle is super fun, and so they're going to do it. And that's the only reason.
SK saying hello back. Saying bonjour to Breeze. Now, if that gun can be collected at SMG, money could be made. Oh dear. This is getting curious. Some players in the red. Daps with 9 HP, and he will run into the bullets of Stewie2K. Back on B, back on Banana, back on Inferno is Stewie2K. I think SK can take a W here.
I mean, I feel like they practiced Inferno for the last week after that Cloud9 match. They got some prac on it.
Yeah.
They're good to go.
I think
You can't just think, Jay. You need to get off that fence. Get all the way over. One side or the other.
Make a bold prediction,
I
James.
pick SK.
Nice!
Ooh.
He's in there. I pick NRG. I believe in the streak. I believe in the young blood. I believe in Daps. Seems like you don't believe in Daps, James, but I do.
It's really messed up, James. They have an undefeated record.
Yeah.
Bigger they are, the harder they fall. I'm 6'4", I know this.
But shouldn't that be SK?
I fell out of a fountain once.
Oh yeah, with the icy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Almost broke my rib. Almost, but not quite.
I realized recently that I hit my head a lot when I was growing up, James.
You did, yeah. It explains a lot as well. I have to remind myself of that. You know, in a lot of situations that it's like, just remember James, he hit his head more than once.
More than any match.
And that just gives you perspective, you know. It's like, anyone else would be like, oh my god, I can't believe this situation. But it's like, wait, no.
He's doing quite well,
He took a few knocks on the head.
He's actually doing great.
Yeah.
He's doing so
The fact he even closes the door is a miracle. 3-0, first buy round between these 2 teams. Stewie will take some peppering to his shoulder. And here's the pop flash, old school Inferno strats. Flying out with the MP9, but you see the second player was expecting it and is there for the trade, worst case scenario.
Indeed. SK kind of locked out at the bomb site for now. Full on low HP. Lots of incendiaries to go around though for SK for the retake efforts. The boost coming in is quite predictable. Oh no! They line up for Fur. That is a disaster. That's a disaster. That should not have happened. Very, very bad situation for NRG, but SK, they're looking really good for the retake now. Bomb freshly planted. Getting cold zero in there. There's a nice angle on the AWP. Getting fallen in there with a nice angle.
Yeah, he's low health. Ooh, is
nice.
this the dark spot?
Yeah.
The dark spot molly. Beautiful stuff. I don't think it was deep enough, but either way, Ethan is out. He's exposed. They need to get on this bomb very quickly, otherwise it is game over. And one of the players of the kit is on the bomb. There's a cover for SK Gaming, and they will retain their clean sheet 4-0.
The interesting thing there is I feel like after that molly, Ethan's crosshair placement, he had no idea like what he was supposed to be doing. And I feel like if he just felt like, okay, I'm just going to quit covering that angle towards construction, that he may have got one of the kills necessary.
That was a really strong Molotov, because it even got the pillar, pretty much, which you would typically fall out to get cover.
4-0 for SK Gaming. NRG still have a bye thanks to the plants. Breeze moving into the apartment position. Nobody on arch for the CT side just yet. Fallen rotating in. Three smokes for the tease. Bolts with a 3K. Ethan looking to be number 4, and there it is. Sacrifice yourself to the god that is Bolts. No ace for him. Fallen will finish things off. That was dangerous.
Did not know where your keycap was gone, James.
I thought you pulled one off earlier.
Yeah, I put it straight back on.
Was it that one?
It was, yeah.
Wow, it's just stealing keycaps.
That pulled the key off my
He said you hate the keycaps, James. Shut up.
He pulled the keycap off, which is missing. He's like, hey, don't you know where it is? No, because you pulled it off there.
I put it back on.
Well, we can find it later. 5-0 for SK Gaming, and NRG are on pistols.
Pistols they are on indeed. Oh. Dinkity dink. Goodbye for you will be remembered as the beast of the apartments. Fur is actually like the man of the apartments. He's like the guy in like who's going to jump out of that cupboard when you least expect it. Get all the cheeky kills. A 5v4 for NRG, interestingly enough. This is actually a situation where things could actually go right. SK looking to maybe get some info. The peek comes in. Daps wins the fight against Fallen with a TZ. The smoke goes down for Stewie. He's a great anchor for the B-bomb site, but can he hold off against the pistols? There's number 1. The second comes with the spray transfer. Number 3, Stewie to K. It's good for it.
That was a really nice spray transfer. Second kill.
The re-smoke of CT. Fugly on Banana. Only with the CZ75 though. Is this the round that they win? This is always a nice, well, it is a nice angle. The high ground here. An unexpected one with the AWP no less. Cold Zero, what are you doing, sir? Bolt's moving in now. Fugly collects the weapon. Bolt's taking damage. He's got 12 HP. Does he hold? Does he go for the hero play? No. Going wide. He has to go wide because he's so low, but surely this can't be done now. Getting off the bomb once again, and there is the round for NRG.
Yeah, I don't think he expected to take that much damage in the Molotov. He ran through the Molotov to get in. That's how he ended up below.
Yeah, that was quite scary.
No. Okay. Ooh. I thought like that was still tight, but I'm thinking, did he flick that? Because he was so far away.
It's a great idea though from who was it up there? Was it Breeze?
I think it was Breeze, yeah.
Yeah, Breeze. A great idea from Breeze to get up there. Okay. Hawkeye. Speak of the Devil. Breeze is making his way through the balcony. There's a 3-man setup on the quarter porch position, depending on your respective region. And that's an easy one for Fallen. It's a very easy one for Fallen. He's going to fall back with it though. They're going to rotate Fallen towards CT. Ooh, Breeze comes in from behind, and the play is revealed. Jumping out of the apartments into the pit position now. Creates a very awkward spot here for the likes of Fur. He's going to go down to Daps as they push in towards the A site with the bomb now from balcony. Good look for NRG, but can they hold against the rotation?
There's time on the clock as the bomb goes down, and now it's the bomb timer. Fallen with another tight shot after Colds earlier on. What is he switching out for? The M4A4. 1 versus 2. He has a kit. He's got to find both. He needs the 4K. Breeze, is he showing at all in the graveyard position? He isn't. This should be impossible almost for Fallen. He's waiting for somebody to peek. He's playing the long game, but he's running out of time. Breeze peeks with great timing, and there is the round for NRG.
That was... that has to be all Breezy that round, mid-gaming, because he's at the end of halls for so long, clearing out everything. He has to sense that setup. Like, I guarantee he sensed that they were doing a triple lane setup, asked for that flash. You can tell he came out looking lane. He didn't look sight. He didn't look pit. Because he had that angle at the end of halls for so long. And there was no counter smoke, no counter molly, no peek from pit, no peek from sight. So it's just like you kind of feel the triple force setup at that point.
That intuition, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. And now we get 4-man setup towards Banana for SK Gaming. NRG back on the map. Breeze back in action here as well. Be cool to study, you know, some of Breeze's T-side spots.
Breh. Breh, James.
Brezzy.
Yeah, I mean, you said Brezzy earlier. So I was...
Brezzy.
Brezzy.
1 minute mark almost, and NRG emerge top mid. Where are these pistols? How do we defuse this situation? How do we be the UN to, I don't know, I would say the North Korea Donald Trump situation, but there isn't really, they don't really care about the UN, do they? 50 seconds, and Fallen gets taken down. Crossfire on the side. How will this work? They need to avoid shooting each other. Oh! Love me some close range deagle headshots, and the CZ compounds the problem for the T side. Time is not the issue here. There's SK players are. Now it's Stewie, the last man standing. Both T's on the site. Is there a gun to be collected?
That's all kinds of guns. CZ will be the one to do the job there. Oh, but picks up from Stewie. Scary, scary stuff there as he goes for the quick scopes. Nothing already connecting though for Stewie, and it's what he can do. Maybe get one frag here, but he won't. He'll be denied ultimately by Breeze. As 3 rounds are now just on the board for NRG as they make their comeback. Stuck on 10k.
That got real dangerous.
Yeah. It's like one of those spots where you're just like, you just hope that there was like this, just a Molotov. Like one Molotov would be so useful there, but you can't always know. I feel like they really had no idea that that was the setup until they ran into it. It seemed like they were very surprised. Nade down mid. We'll see whether or not Ethan can get some value out of his banana plays. Been shut down in previous rounds. Circ on the AWP as well. That's fun to see. This could be a strange map to be T-side AWPer. I feel like pretty much everything's awkward until you play a post-plant situation. Then it's so strong. But otherwise, it's quite hard to get into that position as an AWPer. But B is a good site if you do have an AWPer.
Oh, that nade's gonna hurt. Oh no, it didn't go over completely.
Not as good as it could have been, unfortunately. Stewie looking to get some info here as he sees a lot of info as they are actually walking straight into the bomb site. Stewie does get daps and makes the call as rotation comes in, but can he do anything else here? Does he want to make a play, or is he just going to hold his ground?
He has to be very, very careful. Ethan looking for it as well, but the gun will deny Fugly. It will expose his position. It will betray him. Avoiding the flashes. They're lining up for Stewie. Pulling his knife out. Cirque alone now. Does he go through the smoke? Does he do something crazy? Cirque's trying to do something of his own, but so much smoke, so much carnage, and all going the way of NRG in terms of the carnage. SK don't lose a single player.
I kind of miss Stewie from Cloud9 already. Like, I just miss him on Cloud9 already.
Why is that?
I don't know, I just feel like...
It's a love story, that's why,
yeah,
Sean. It's a love story, it's poetry.
Yeah, it is. And it's also just still weird. I still can't get used to the fact that he's on the Brazilian team. It still just seems very out of place to me.
Dan, take your emotions out of this.
I say... just not right.
Found my keycap, Dan.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for not putting on properly.
Where was it?
On the floor.
In your pocket, Dan.
I looked on the floor.
Well, the floor's bigger than where you looked on the floor, isn't it? What can I say?
I guess I need to get better at looking at the floor.
Yeah.
Need to practice.
have been hit on the head a few times. Too many footballs in the park.
We've all suffered head injuries. Okay. Top mid control for NRG, kind of. They're still actually throwing some counter smokes down. I mean, they have top mids, but there is the threat that SK could still try to make some plays around these smokes. So this is buying a lot of time, slowing things down a lot. Stewie's playing a B alone as expected, the anchor, and the rest of the team towards A. Although Fallen's now floating back towards B, he was towards A for quite some time. So this delay could serve to work out in NRG's favor if they can get the opening.
Rudimentary smoke grenade, and they will charge up, win the duel, and wrap. They will make a burrito out of SK unless they can defend this B bomb site. Fallen with the angle towards Banana, trying to bait Stewie out. Only good for the one kill though. Fallen trying to hold on to construction. Great fast shot, looking for the fountain, but he will deliver no more. Cirque with the AK-47. And the threat of Cirque on the AWP looms large over SK. Ethan picks up the sniper rifle for now. Two SK players moving up the banana position. And it seems that will be that. You can see the money on the scoreboard there. Well, on the screen, not the scoreboard. Although you can also see money on the scoreboard. And SK will hold on to these weapons. And NRG will take an AWP away.
I like the patience on NRG right there to not, like, you know, they could have gone through a wrap smoke or, you know, extinguished the molly at wrap, but they waited it all out. They swung wide on Fur. I think the battles went as well as they could have gone, because I thought SK was in a pretty favorable scenario in each of those engagements. But regardless, I do like the concept from NRG there.
Not an ideal grenade situation from SK, so I wouldn't imagine that they would go too ham with pre-grenades on Banana and so on. But they do go actually for a deep smoke. Is that a gap? I think there's a big gap there. But
In this gap.
Oh, because of the spam, they may not be expecting Fur to be here, or his teammate. This is interesting. You take a lot of damage through those walls as well. Those walls are paper thin. But still, somehow they managed to get away with a kill, and they're out of there. Big resolve from SK Gaming, but a window of time that perhaps NRG could push the B bomb site before there's two players there, but that window's closed as Fallen makes his way there in time. And he rejoins with Stewie. He'll likely make first contact here as well. There it is. Oh, nice by Dax. Craze coming in there. This is what Stewie does, but Stewie can't do it for very long.
3 on 3. Cirque jumping up and slamming Cold Zero down through the floor. Pulling off his leg and beating him with it, Quan Chi style. That leaves Fur and Bolts alone once again.
Sick entries by Dabs.
Yeah. It's not the first time he's just beaten Fallen in the face. Daps looks much improved.
Yeah, he's looked really good this season.
Yeah.
You know why?
Oh!
Is it because he's motivated, focused?
Because he watches my YouTube videos. That's why.
What you been posting, James?
Barred off Molotovs.
Molotov. I didn't see him use a single barred off Molotov that round, James.
Yeah, it's just, you know, just opens your mind to more possibilities. That's it's all about getting the creative juices flowing.
Fair enough.
Taught him everything he knows.
Fair enough. What do you have against Daps, James?
What are you talking about? Are you saying my education is terrible? I like Daps.
You didn't like him enough to predict his victory here.
Well, let's see if I'm right. If I'm right, it doesn't matter, does it? If I'm wrong, then you can say something, maybe. But until I'm wrong, I'm right.
Until you're wrong, you're right. I don't know if it works like that.
I miss being able to jump on the APC in CT Spawn. On the old Inferno, you could do that. It was great.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But now, like every new map, you can't jump on the APC. It makes me sad. You stop making noises in the studio, please, Dan.
Sorry.
I'm trying to internet quietly here. You are disturbing me.
Sometimes when people ask me where I'm from, I say I'm from the internet. Do you ever say that? I feel like the internet raised me.
I have said that I feel like the internet has raised me. I was born and raised on the internet.
I feel like I'm a citizen of the internet. I'm a man of the internet.
Which means that we're all scarred humans.
I've said that before, but now, you know, mostly when I get asked where am I from, it's like, where are you from? Australia? It's like, no, I'm not from Australia. I'm from the UK. I have to say the UK because it's just so ridiculous that they ask me if I'm from Australia.
Americans do have a hard time differentiating
I don't get it.
It happened to me a few times recently as well.
I don't understand. I do not sound remotely Australian.
Before CS, I had a hard time.
Really?
After like meeting the Australian teams and going to London.
You can't tell the difference.
Now I can. Now I can.
Wow. Can't tell the wood from the trees.
Right. Oh yeah, there's not really all that much going on here. We've got the USPs and a solitary AK-47. Bolts is boosted up though, so maybe you can get some cheeky damage. That's a Molotov onto the roof there. I'm not sure that was an intended toss of that Molotov.
The roof. The roof, Dan.
They're raising the roof.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Ugly. He wants it. He wants to get out there. Freedom. Freedom of the dusky apartments. What is that? Okay, I don't even know if that's a word.
It's not a word.
I think I meant another word, but I just...
That one definitely isn't a word.
It just came out. It's happened.
Right, so Bolts is the main man here. He's in the library with the AK-47, and it's time for him to move away and try to hold on to this AK-47. And off he goes, scurrying away with his... he has a nice crimson web. Karambit.
Dusky is a word, and it means somewhat dark, having little light, or dim, or shadowy.
Oh,
so
come on, man.
In reality, it was a perfect usage of that
That's
word.
a fraudulent... I mean, dusk is a word.
That was a perfect usage of
dusk
word.
That is actually
child,
a
it's children,
great
child
use.
English.
Child English.
The
You didn't know what it
apartments
was.
are dusky.
And you're an adult, James. Therefore, it is reserved for a level beyond you.
It's infantile English.
There's so many words that I say that you don't know what they are, and you refute them being words, and then it turns out that they are words. And
That is true.
I just have a better vocabulary.
I'll admit that, yeah. When I go to prison, then I'll read the dictionary. Then I'll know all the words.
What?
So I have nothing else to do.
Why are you going to go to prison, James?
Well, I mean, if I go to prison, let's never mind.
You said when.
I know.
Read Don Quixote or something. Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
Yeah.
What have coyotes got to do with
Oh god.
There's no saving him.
Tale
Dan.
of the civilized man in an uncivilized time, James, and a quest for a chivalrous quest to civilize. Thought it would resonate with you, but maybe not.
Are they like raccoons, coyotes, or what?
Nice. Well, the NRG side, they have pressed pretty much all the positions here. They're yet to definitively take middle. You can see that effort coming into play now. Breeze doing his breezy thing in apartments. And NRG do have top banana as well. So a very passive round for SK. They are trying to conserve grenades here as well. Oh, that's a big frag. That's a very nice frag. That will alleviate pressure. Maybe encourage SK to get an info play going towards top mid to then understand how to rotate. Whether to be rotating for B or A. And if they go for the info play now, which I think they are, they're moving. Yeah, they see top mid now. Surely they'll start rotating towards B. They must know this is coming.
Oh my god, Daps just took that one in the mouth.
Big flank from Furt.
Stu has played catch with Dabs with these HE needs quite a few times in the last 2 games.
Ooh, Stu's got to be careful, pushing through the smoke. There's a flashbang out, and he will swap positions with these players. He's got a teammate behind him as well, doing as much damage as possible. And Fair will finish things off. Is there a sniper rifle to be collected?
That was a really nice retake from SK. I actually thought the entries were quite cool as well from NRG, but in reality, yeah, it's not worked out too well for NRG. So SK with 7 rounds on the board, NRG with still their 6. So the question now is where are NRG left after that round? Still pretty decent on the money, so what do you want to see out of them, Sean? What do you want to see NRG do?
Honestly, I haven't seen many like top banana smokes or mollies from SK after say like the 22nd in the round mark, I think they could just scrim into B, like pretty aggressively, and just trade the kills. But now Fallen's opping it, so things get a little bit difficult. That window might have passed. But, so with that being said, they had a lot of success actually abusing the wrap at A.
And they can just kill Fer also, who's
That
just
is
pushing
true.
mid. just going in there. Well, it is working out. It's working out for them. SK looking quite strong in this round, to say the least. Fer sort of committing NRG a little bit. It's like going forward for the trade, forcing them into a trade scenario, and then they sort of push with the trade. And it's playing SK's game there. Now it's Daps. Dr. Daps. Come on, Daps. Come on.
Man like Damien Steele.
Damien Steele, that's a strong name.
It is a strong name. It's a superhero name.
I just realized
It is
his last name was Steele. Is that why you said he was stealing the gun earlier? Or did you just...
No, I'm not that guy.
Oh.
I am not that guy. I'm many guys, but that's not my guy.
Not on purpose, at least.
Well then, there's round number 8 for SK. Let's see what NRG have to offer in this last round of the first half. It might not be the best buy in the world. They are very limited on the granate, as the Germans would say. At least Fugly has a CZ75. So these are my... I have the same gloves as Daps. I have 3 pairs of gloves. I use 2 of them. This is one I use. With my bloody bayonet. Oh, come on. Stop. Where's your style, man? Have a word with your wife. She will like these. She has respect for style. Those are some nice gloves. Two AWPs on the SK side, and I don't know if Ethan was looking for a boost or something there, but ooh, Stewie is taken out. He got put into a mincer, turned into a burger.
Human burger. That's
A burger.
That's disgusting, James. That is disgusting. So it looks like NRG are going to be mounting an attack onto the A site, in which there are currently 2 defenders. Obviously, SK can't have everyone everywhere. They don't have all the information that we do, so they're going to have to gamble. They're just going for the safe bet. 2 to a site, and now they see all the grenades coming. Bolts is a pretty good anchor, but Cirque walks out with the Eagle. It's just hits him straight in the face, and that's going to be the bomb planted now for NRG as they have an incredibly strong after plant. And SK is the last round of the first half, so they just have to go for it. They're going to be waltzing into a horrible situation. It really feels very, very low percentage to get a win in somehow this way. SK retaking into 5 players.
Yeah, these retakes on the A side, you rarely see these retakes happen.
Like, and that's like the smoke and Moto goes,
Oh.
What?
What?
Is that? What's happening? What is happening, Fallen, please? So, that will be the round for NRG. They'll steal away one right at the end of the half for a 7-8 scoreline. So it's pretty respectable considering that they went down like 5-0 at the beginning. So nice recovery from NRG. Oh, hello. Chaos, carnage. Very even game on our hands. NRG could, like, there's a world where SK lose all 4 maps, and there's a world where NRG maintain their win streak.
Yeah.
Currently 11-0. Astralis 12-0 in Europe.
Who's closest to them in NA?
It's a very good question.
I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good start from SK. Bowles picks off Ethan, but it's not over just yet. Renegades, apparently. Well, how many wins and losses do Renegades have? Okay, Renegades are 5-3, so no one is close. Much like no one is close to Astralis in Europe as well. NRG, Astralis of NA.
Yep.
Therefore. Cirque. He needs to give his team something here, and he's unable to deliver anything, but he does get them. Oh, they run past Daps. Daps only able to get 1 though, so good trading out from SK as they make their move into the bomb side. A 3v2 for them. Beep, beep, beep. Bomb has been planted. Over to you, James.
James, do you know the bomb code by heart?
No. has a 6 and a 5 and a 3 and an 8 in it.
Doesn't it start with a 7?
I don't know. Fugly and Breeze. Some people have that tattooed on them.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, do you know it?
It's their own choice.
No idea.
2 versus 3, and they're pretty close in this pistol round, but they need to get these kills. Breeze. Does he have any bullets left? Okay, there's one in a magazine. Or clip, whatever it is.
So
Look at him saving his Kevlar.
Is that both pistol rounds that NRG lost?
Yeah. They lose a lot of pistol rounds, actually. When I was watching their demos.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. The ones I was watching, they just gamble stacked like wrong sites. They just got unlucky. Like eventually, the odds are just gonna shift, and they're just gonna win half of them.
That's one thing that that I think about sometimes. Like when I went into poker and I realized what a real sample size looks like.
Yeah.
And when you go to CS, you think 10 games is a sample size. It's
No,
it's just not.
It's not at all.
It's just not a good sample size. It's so small.
Like, wasn't there that tournament where FaZe first formed, where they won 95% of their pistol rounds? There was something crazy.
Yeah,
it was just wait, what?
Yeah.
People were like, "This is the best team ever." I'm just like, wait.
Just wait for it. Yeah.
Just wait. They're great, but
yeah.
Hold on a second.
We can go back to that point in a moment, actually, because I think it leads into an interesting discussion. But the MAC-10s are ready to rain into that B-bomb site, but there is a world in which Daps and Ethan can do some damage with the CZ. There's some good damage. A second one comes out from Daps. Ethan will go down, but can Daps get number 3? Ooh, almost lining up for him, but he doesn't do too much more. And so SK have received some pain. But can they hold? Can they hodl? Can they join the hodl gang?
This is an interesting situation now. 2 smokes. They can smoke off Banana. They've got the smoke towards flash towards construction as well. And Breeze has a kit, so they could even create just a massive... They've got 3 smokes now. They could just create smokes all around the bomb and make it really hard for the T's to even identify where the bomb is planted at this point. There's the second one. Drop the third one. Why not on the third one? They're moving in for the trade, not working out for them, and Breeze is in the smoke, but he's on a target fallen. So I feel like they had a third smoke. They just put it somewhere, so it's harder for them to find a point of reference, etc. Just cause mayhem, carnage.
It's like one in that fountain. Screw the fish. Well, it's the hodl gang. SK working out, and NRG stock pistols as they save. I don't know, man. I'm afraid that NRG will lose their streak.
Are you saying that NRG might have run out of batteries?
No.
I'm also getting scared, Dan.
It's fine. We got this. We got this. Stewie, though, he's definitely got this as well. With the MAC-10, he gets the honors. He's got the honors to just run around, run amok. Speaking of running amok, Bolt's in there, out there, all over the place. Everyone's dead. Ethan left. Just get in there, Ethan. End this, please. Just get in there. Oh!
Added pretty flowers.
Yeah, I like this. This is nice.
They're nice flowers. It's a nice colour. How would you describe that colour?
Salmon.
Yeah.
I would say this is salmon.
I bought salmon yesterday.
Great description. Same.
You bought salmon yesterday as well?
No. I was just saying that's the perfect color to describe this.
It is, yeah. It's salmon. Would you wear a salmon-coloured shirt?
I think I own one. It's just I don't wear it now. It's pretty old.
I knew a Norwegian guy.
I don't think I've ever worn it.
How's it got old then? What's happened? What has been done to it to make it old?
I just have owned it for a long time. I just won't wear it.
The moths have got to it. 4-round lead for SK as NRG are back on the buy on their CT half. I don't know if Fugly was spotted jumping past the angle there. We'll see if he feels brave enough to go on a little adventure. He does, ringing the bell of Bolts, but Bolts will prevail with the Galil. Good armor penetration on the Galil. Better armor penetration than the AK, but of course the AK is a one-shot, so to the face. Cold Zero finds himself on a single digit.
Can we be blessed with a flashbang kill? Please.
I want to kill somebody by a decoy grenade exploding.
That had to feel good.
After I just jumped through it into the A site on a pistol round. That was interesting. I think I might have a video of it somewhere, but anyway. 4 versus 5. But the situation could quickly change for NRG. Bolts and Cold have a combined 12 points of health.
Fair is fairing.
Yeah, and there's a pilgrimage towards the B bomb site. Whoa, Cirque was not expecting that.
I mean, he went full fur right there. He was just like walking in all the way. The question is now, what do you do? There's no help. There's no cavalry for the B bomb site. All there is Daps. All there is Damien Steele. What he done the cape? What he done the cape and turned into a superhero. He did immense damage. 4 health, 1 health, 11 health. If only Brosy knew.
Even if he doesn't know, they can still crossfire, and he's got the AWP. So I think he's got to think for the future. He's got to think for Cirque. He's got to provide for his family. He's got the bread.
Is that
he needs to regurgitate this and puke all over Cirque and give him the AWP in the next round.
Nice. How weird. I literally just said that yesterday.
Really?
In an FPL game, yeah. I was talking about, I don't know, I was gargling water because someone on my team was gargling water. And I don't know, someone, Exceed, that's his name. God, why does he gargle water?
Wait, what during a game?
Yeah.
What was mic open?
It was just
funny.
It was just funny.
Did you use push to talk as well? It's like,
yeah.
Everyone must know that I'm doing this.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm just going to do this.
So I did it back. I was like, I'm feeding you like a bird.
Isn't that chaos? then everyone starts doing it.
Can't imagine the scene.
It was like one of those triple overtime games. It was just, everyone's losing their mind.
Never had a team that did goggles before.
Neither had I.
Maybe there's like it improves your focus or something like chewing gum.
That's it. I think it's just Americans being Americans, Dan. Let me just gargle this water until my mic on.
Everyone must know that I'm gargling now. Nicely done by Cirque, and Breeze will also win the fight against Fur in the apartments. So SK Gaming's plays here for map controls not worked out. They have to go for the desperation play into the site. This is the only way to save the round at the moment, and it's working out for them. They clear it out. Daps and Ethan find not even a single kill. 1 kill would have gone so far, but no kills. Maybe no chance. Ooh, Fallen misses a shot. Maybe there is a chance. Fugly. Oh god, the reload so long. Do you believe in Breeze? Do you believe in Breeze? That is the question. This is so impossibly hard. Stewie's on the angle, but still. The peak, the pre-fire, the focus from Breeze! Oh my god, almost a second chance. Almost a second go of it, but SK pick up the round. Cold Zero with the frags. 13-7 now. And NRG's hopes, their dreams of continuing the streak will slip away round by rounds.
He's so dangerous.
Yeah, when he whipped the new box like that, I was like, oh, he's going to win this.
Yeah. I was convinced.
6 rounds between the two sides. NRG. That's off to a good start. That was completely unexpected by Stewie 2K. 2 players remain on the B-bomb site. I think Cirque will make his way now towards the A site. There's a pop flash to see what is going on. Nothing is going on.
Nothing at all. They're creeping. They are creeping in the dusky apartments, James.
The Dan apartment creep.
Oh, they're going to drop out, and Fugly will be available for all of the fragging. The crossfire is in. It's a little bit delayed, however. Breeze was looking behind him in case of someone dropping out. And before I can finish the sentence, everyone is dead, and the round has been won by NRG. That was really quick. That was really fast.
It was prompt. Whoa. That was quite the shot from Cirque, but would you expect anything less of the man?
He is a god. He's like, as soon as I became aware of Cirque, he was already a god.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, this guy's, I saw him first time, like, this guy's a god. Amazing.
He's so good.
It's like when Mixwell came onto the scene, but I almost feel like Cirque has more power.
NRG are like the quintessence in the Transformers. Like, they have 4 heads. So they turn around, it's a different head, different personality.
And Circus 4 personalities of just savagery. Or what are you saying?
No, I mean like Fugly, Cirque, Ethan, Breeze.
Oh, I see where you're going with that now. That was actually kind of cool.
It was until you ruined it.
but I wonder if anyone even knows if they're old enough for that. I always wonder that these days.
Tweet Dan, tell him your age. Dan wants the A/S/L.
Can you just not do that?
Give Dan the ASL.
Tweet Dan your ASL.
Please don't do that. Just don't implicate me, James, in any of these weird tweets of yours.
I'm not tweeting. They're tweeting to you. 5-round lead for SK Gaming. Can they hold on to it? Can they extend it? They have a big focus on the B bomb site with 4 of their 5 players. Fur rotating away with a CZ75. 45-second mark. Daps for the pre-fire of the AWP. Molotov towards the stairs, but smoked out. That's a nice shot from Daps. Can he deliver again? He can. Daps can't see through the flames, but the flames will do the job.
Flames are his.
Daps is hyped now, looking for the ace, maybe. And maybe he'll need to ace. As Ethan gets taken down at the front of the site. Daps in a life, fallen on 1 HP. Around the coffins, but Fel take him down.
I wanted the Fallen and Daps fight.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the natural conclusion of that, but alas, is Cirque and Breeze to try to do the job here against SK's remaining players, and they have to contend against the Fallen. He's got 1 HP, but he's got the AWP as well. That's a shot straight through the chest. And Breeze is going to have to rely upon Cirque now as he comes in from the banana position, but even though the flash will sail over the top, it's not going to be effective. He can't draw the gun and pull the trigger in time to defeat Fur. Another round going the way of SK, and now they're a mere 2 away from grand success, dethroning, well, not dethroning NRG. NRG in a pretty good spot.
They will still probably get the first seed, unless they
Yeah.
completely fall apart here.
NRG, like, I feel like NRG must be like the newcomers of the year. Like,
Yeah.
just this team is just so strong. And I feel confident that I'm not jinxing them when I say that. Like, I feel like there's been some teams where I've seen a lot of potential, and you see flashes of brilliance. But I feel like we are seeing what looks to be like a team that can just be stable.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they are. I think the most likely thing or dip in performance you might see from them is maybe from the LAN experience. When you start seeing them go to LAN, that could be the only thing in their way. Going to international events, playing on LAN.
How dare you, Dan? Call them onliners.
That's true.
No, I think they're due for a LAN breakout.
Yeah,
And once it happens, that's when their confidence on LAN is there. Like once they get that first initial win, that's when I think NA should be on alert, because they might take over at that point.
Ethan, the one man with an M4 in this round. Everybody else on the CZs. Slow, deliberate smoke grenade. The boost from SK Gaming. Will they be ready for Daps though? Will they be ready for Daps? Apparently not. Unanswered kill. Good damage to Stewie. Stewie has to be careful not to run out of bullets here. He may get chased down, but he has support, Stewie. 1 minute 10. Fallen not shy of spamming on Banana. Seen this in a number of different games.
Did they throw the gun away? That's cold dropped?
I'm not sure.
Or is that still available there? I do wonder if they'll go to try and throw that away. Looks like it may not be a problem. Looks like NRG are going to retract into the side though. This is cool. This is one of those interesting spots where, you know, SK in this position, which, you know, you might find yourselves in, you know, with an amateur team where, like, you're playing the anti-force buy and you've lost a player early on, and you have to make a decision now. How do you play the rest of the round out without having the map control that you wanted early round? So SK will take top mid. That'll be one of their calls here. Cirque, though, on the angle. This could get very dangerous for the T side here. They'll be able to take down Cirque, but there's still one more man to be concerned with. Ethan. 2 players on the site. Aren't you in good positions to try to defend this?
Crossfire coming in. Fugly with the CZ getting the reload while Breeze can do some more damage. Very patient bursts. 2 bullet bursts from Breeze, and that grenade will sail towards him, and so will more. But bolts cannot escape, and the AWP will be collected for Cirque. So NRG are not out of this just yet.
One Cloud9, 14 and 8 when they made the comeback. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's happening again. It's definitely 100% happening again. Calling it right now.
The money is broken for Croquet Commando.
Croquet Commando. That's actually amazing.
I'm almost certain that that's not how you pronounce it.
Have you ever played croquet, James? Because I've played a lot of croquet.
I have not played. They don't have croquet in Kilburn.
Croquet is a man's game. All the croquet. Fugly awaiting the angle. The jump peak will not serve the T's all that well against the likes of Fugly, or maybe it will. But Daps not doing too well against it either. An opening now, actually. If they can somehow kill Ethan, they can win this round. Is Ethan going to allow the plant to go down? Looks like he may. What a sensible man. He's waiting for his teammates.
CTs are all around that smoke. Do they dare push through it though? This looks pretty difficult for NRG, but once that smoke disappears, the tables will turn. 2 or 3 players with diffuse kits to boost, take Stewie down, repositioning, but where is Cold Zero? They have no idea. Cold Zero to CZ, 11 bullets and 3 players to take out. There's the first one, 9 bullets remaining, but that's all he will get. That's all she wrote. Double figures for NRG.
It's a cool little boost. Won them the round, probably.
Someone tweet James the phonetic pronunciation of it's like Scrot, the first part of SK, what SK actually means. How to pronounce
like Schroeder. Schroeder.
I don't know. Anyone in production only German?
They don't know German.
These guys lack
Just like
culture,
I don't know German.
James. They lack culture.
You don't know German either.
Well, so
Your quarter French, you didn't know what Roquefort was. How are you going to say they lack culture?
Well, you see, James.
You're a fraud.
I can't review any of this.
Throwing stones. James just throwing stones in his glass building.
It's bulletproof glass.
That's not bulletproof. There's blood everywhere now. He breathes a lot. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? He's only lost 5 HP. Why is there blood everywhere? Very dramatic.
Maybe he's a haemophiliac.
Maybe he's just got
where the blood cannot clot.
Maybe he's just got ketchup all over him. Ketchup sachets bursting all over the place.
Balcony burst! Out they come. Breeze will welcome them with cold steel. Stewie, last man standing, last man to fall. Off the balcony.
So methodical, I like that.
He's good.
He's pretty good. And also for me, I think with NRG and a few iterations of the lineup previous, it was always cool watching Breeze and actually see, because I think I first noticed him as a talent when I was watching him playing Quad or Porch on this map on CT side, and just seeing the way that he was able to, like his mechanics were very good, and just seeing how he handled fights and angles and so on. So it's cool to see him maintain his form. Big challenge up Banana. Ethan in trouble, does he know? Oh, this is very, very awkward. Can he escape? Doesn't think, in fact, gets the kill, but the trade comes in. The health has been really, really knocked quite low for SK. They're in trouble.
The kill was towards A from Fugly.
Ah.
And the bomb is towards A in second mid. So B has been taken, but Cold Zero has to go and collect the bomb, and he's got to go quietly in case there's a lurker. And there is a lurker in Breeze, who is... Oh my god. Oh my days!
Rip.
And Bolts has been sent to get the bomb, but he's only got 3 HP, so it goes from bad to worse.
The CTs have to be careful not to get caught trying to rotate here.
I mean, this is so weird because 2 of them have gone back to the A site for the CT side, rather than trying to defend the bomb, which is a very horrible place. But Cirque is doing disgusting things towards B, so they've retaken B, they've got A, and Bolts has got 3 HP. What a situation.
Oh, man, Cirque. I love it. That's some good flick action. Can we get that Cirque kill just now, slowed down as much as it can physically be slowed down?
How does he only have 12 kills?
Is that, let's see if we can get
Let's do it. Just transition now. Just show us, man. Show us.
Yeah,
this round is ended already.
Yeah, I want to see it a good few times, too. At least 7.
I need to see it normal time as well.
I feel like when Cirque has a score like 12 and 19, he's had the unluckiest game of his life.
Oh! What? What is that?
Oh my Yo.
It doesn't matter how much you slow it down, it's still just as fast. Who is this guy? He's a temporal overlord. He commands space and time. Oh my god.
What in the blazes was that?
I was really hoping that that would be the thing. Like, you slow it down. Like, look, let's get it super slow down, guys. And it's like, everything's so slow, but he is just
Look, he's
as
broken
fast.
the server. There's a technical pause. He's broken the internet.
What would like the equivalent be? Would that like in football? Would it be like you shoot the ball so hard it hits like the crossbar and the goal explodes or something? What is the equivalent?
I suppose you would
It's like
burst
dunking
the
in
net.
basketball and breaking the backboard.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
smashing the glass.
The whole thing just falls over and just totals like 3 players. Just like
There's a really funny slam dunk that Shaq did, where he just swung his legs into a player who was underneath him and just tried to like body him. It's hilarious to see. It's really funny because you consider how big Shaq
dude,
is.
he weighed 150 kilos. That is like professional.
He just swung into the player and just did not give any damns. It was hilarious.
James, at his heaviest, he weighed 1.5 years when he was playing professionally. That's insane.
I weigh a lot. If I put my thigh on my girlfriend's stomach, she can't breathe.
Okay, go on. Go
Thick.
on.
So Shaq is plus half. And I'm a sexy beast.
26 shoe size. What is that? Is that even a number? For feet.
I'm
How does that make
size
sense?
14 US. How can he be 26?
How can
What
he
is
be
that?
over 10 more than you? How is that a thing?
I think at that point your foot becomes an arm.
Oh, only it's 22 apparently. Oh, that's fine then.
Gigantism.
That's normal.
So, Suck. Oh, he's gonna let one go. He's gonna let one
He
leave.
let him live.
Yeah, he let him go.
Spared him.
Oh, he's just teasing him now. He's like, look, you have a chance.
Well, this is an interesting situation.
This is very good.
SK got pretty deep, all things considered, but can they do anything with it? The bomb falls in front of the library position, and it's Stewie. Attack is the best form of defense, but 2 kills for SK won't be enough in this round.
I like that play by Cirque. Purposely missed the shots on the eco, so that way they come back on the gun round. That's when you win the game.
Catch me outside.
How about that?
What happened to that girl?
Who knows? The meme died. She went down in meme history.
I think she like released a song or something. I doubt she got any money from it though.
She probably did. She probably got money from
Probably
it.
got an advance of $5,000 and it's like, where's the rest of my shirt? 14-13. Can SK close it out?
There's that A hit they did against Cloud9. The front side smoke. The default smoke.
Suck starts things off well. Firmly catches Cold jumping on the other side. Oh dear, SK may start to feel like it's happening again. It happened once already today, and Cloud9 fought their way back from a 14-7, I think, deficit, something similar to that, 14-7, 14-8, much like NRG, and overtimes, many overtimes later, Cloud9 came out the victors, and here is NRG threatening the same, could even be worse. Could even do it in regulation, potentially. SK not in a good position here. Still time, though, a minute to go, and the only issue, though, is that there's 4 players, but that's a great snap from Bolts. Could continue things in that fashion with this vantage point. Definitely a very big problem, and there it is, number 2 from Bolts. To continue to fight on the side. He's just getting kill after kill after kill. Bolts is just ruining this defense.
11 HP for Bolts, looking for another headshot, but the timing is unbelievable. Jumping off the balcony, might have created anyway, who knows. Stewie 2K can't quite bring the crosshair to the right place on this occasion. Rare miss from him, and that's 14 apiece. And you have to wonder now about pressure for SK. Is this going to be loss number 4 in one day of Counter-Strike?
14-8. 14-8.
26 and 17. He's
I don't know why James has such a problem with him. It's crazy.
it's a very, very strange.
Me neither, Sean. Me neither.
14-14. Well, SK, can they find any hope here? Any lights at the end of the tunnel? I mean, well, anyone around the way for securing that overtime possibility? The Molotovs are simply everywhere. Quick flash there to allow Ethan to get some vision, and now the flash is through the deep smoke from the T's. So sometimes, you know, the more casual player or audience member may wonder, you know, why is it that the teams exchange so much utility and like no one kind of really gains anything? The CTs always end up back in the side anyway. So, do you want to explain that, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, well, the CTs are just fighting for early banana control, and it is difficult for the Ts to go through that bottom banana smoke. They have that window right there as the mollies fade, and you can see SK took advantage of that. They jumped through the smoke with the flash, but you also risk, you know, getting sprayed down through that smoke. It's a risky play. You can't just do that every time. And you do that because, like you said, you drain all the utility out the CTs. Well, not all of it, but, you know, 2 mollies and a smoke, which is pretty significant. So.
And the CTs can't give it away for free. Like they have to make it cost something if the Ts are to eventually take it.
And the CTs want that banana control, so that way they can rotate a 4th guy to A in most scenarios.
And here we can see a potential wrap possibility from SK. This is something that NRG did to great success, but SK may have more trouble because the setup for NRG, it's almost as if they are quite aware of what's going on here. And they have a very good setup across these pillars. Speedway, very awkward. Ethan just trying to juke and jive there, but it's Fugly to get the double. And now it's a committed play into the B-bomb site, and I think indeed NRG are very aware of this. That's for the first frag, dropping down for the second. The spray through the smoke is labored. And the plant attempt will come in, but Ball simply cannot do it. NRG, 15 rounds, match point. Impressive stuff from NRG.
Very impressive. Daps has continued playing really, really well, by the way. He's tearing it up this game.
He is playing remarkably well. He is really playing well. I honestly didn't know that he had it in him, if I was completely honest.
I mean, he was actually really good. I actually remember when he was on Denial. He was like a star player on that team, I felt like.
The thing is, like, it's really interesting with certain players because certain players have, they have very big, if you just look at the numbers, they'll have like really big swings in consistency, and like one day you may see like a superstar performance, the other day it's like very meh. And for some players, there can be so many sort of, like, you know, like meta issues going on, like from a motivation standpoint. Are they in the right team? Are they in the right environment? Are they, like, what's going on in their life? You know, for some players that can really play a big factor in their performances, and you just can't know that. You just can't know all that stuff.
Cirque maybe going for a cheeky peek, but there's fast action towards Banana with 4 players. SK are getting wrecked by Ethan. Daps to the pop flash. Trying to buy time, no smoke to delay yet more. First orange is getting dinked immediately by Boltson and more. 2 versus 3, SK. Boltson fallen to try and take this to yet another overtime today. 2 versus 2. Smokes down towards CT. Boltson fallen, repositioning both CTs in the CT position. Slowly creeping through construction. Fugly trying to run distraction. There are flashbangs and molotovs for both of these players. And kits as well. Here come the initial grenades. Molly towards new box, Molly towards dark spot, Cirque around the fountain, but Fallen will get the pick. 2 versus 1 now, and we head to overtime. 15 rounds apiece. Perhaps your work is not done yet.
That's incredible that they actually pulled that round back. That was a 2v5. You think had an opening triple kill.
My God. Yeah, Ethan, how on earth do they come back from that? Trust SK to do it. Here we are, $10,000 per person. 3 rounds a half. Who has the advantage now? Who has the momentum? After all those rounds won by NRG, is that deflating, having lost that one?
I mean, they have to be confident in some of the success of their fundamentals. They've been playing pretty steady. Honestly, the 3K from Ethan, I felt like that was very decisive. It was pretty perfect. The spray control was remarkable, and this is more what I wanted to see. Like, this is, like I was talking earlier about teams not respecting smoke, or like they respect smokes too much, the banana smoke too much, and sometimes you can get through it for as cheap as what we saw from Stewie, that just 1 pop flash, and it's very worth it. Speaking of which, Daps is actually playing banana smoke. You would not normally see a CT out that far at his position, but Daps will get caught. Not looking good here for NRG, honestly. They're in a lot of trouble. The bomb will make its way back towards A as SK pull rotation towards B. So just very, very solid understanding of how rotations work from SK here. This is very painful for NRG.
walking into perhaps the first round of overtime. SK Gaming on the A side. And is this a save for NRG? Look at Stewie's position. He's got 2 players surrounding him. And there goes the bomb. So NRG, fair chance they get wiped out here. There goes Cirque. AWP taken away. That's a very expensive loss. And they have to wipe out Stewie. They've got to take him away, but SK are hunting them. They know both CTs are there. Nobody needs to stand by the bomb, although First still there for the time being. There's Fugly. Now Ethan's got an AWP, spots the first player, but he cannot reposition. NRG get wiped out in round number 1.
I think we're just seeing SK play really, really loose the last 2 gun rounds. They just jump through the car smoke, the last round of regulation, and then here they just jump through the bottom banana smoke as first coming out the boiler solo, getting the kill on the guy at top balcony. So he just gloves off. No more strats.
No more strats. Screw the strats. Running up second mid into apps now SK. Ooh, nice grenade there from Breeze. That's a really nice timing.
Nice.
That's some stuff that people should work out, like what is the fastest point a T can reach a certain position? When do I have to throw the nade for it to reach, you know, that position?
Spawn timings.
Indeed. Very powerful.
Days used to make good videos about spawn timings.
I mean, the difference is huge now because, you know, Fur, he's going to die from one thing or a second grenade. That is so legit.
Wow.
That is so legit.
How tilting is that round? That has to be really frustrating.
That is so sick.
Irving with the 3. 3 players remain on the B-bomb site for NRG after some glorious grenades. Some baubles, some Christmas baubles thrown. Fugly trying to block the smoke, but nothing doing there. It's pretty good smoke. 40 seconds remain here for SK Gaming. 4 versus 5. Street moving up the middle position. The shadows and the collateral. Cirque shuts it down. That's exactly what they needed, NRG. Especially after getting wiped out in the previous round, but there may be more work to do. 25 seconds left. Another 2 versus 5 for SK. And it seems they're going to make a play towards the B-bomb site, but do NRG realize that they're still going for it? They've abandoned B. They've had a 4th man rotate towards A, now starting to move back. There's no smoke grenade for CT, which is really important here. And it might be a double peek for the CT. Stab takes the bomb down, and Ethan delivers the final kill. 16 apiece.
So we're all tied up. We will take the last round. The money for both teams is in a fine position for everyone to have a good bite. I feel like Inferno... I mean, all maps on Overtime get really weird, but I think Inferno is one of the weirder ones, I feel like, just because it's... I feel like people get impatient.
Yeah.
Because it's a map that requires a lot of patience.
And like you said, it's so default heavy that there's only so many ways like your team can understand how to do a default.
Yeah.
That you just start... Like, you just started to do with what SK is doing. You're just like...
Yeah.
We can't do our default anymore. They just know nade timings at this point.
And also sort of like harnessing the idea that your team, your members, the members of your team are probably going to have less success playing like really slow rounds because of the lack of, like, the focus is probably a bit finite and attention span's running low, and you can see the challenge coming in here from SK in towards the A position, just trying to take the fights, but they're being deflected. Good defensive setups from NRG to do so.
Bomb's been dropped as well towards that short position, so now they have to wait for Stewie to do something here, but Circle's coming in from the library, but Breeze will take him down anyway. Bolts now will lose his life to Cirque, who continues to deliver. Bottom fragging for his team, but impact frags, baby. It's what it's about. 16 rounds for SK, 17 rounds for NRG, moving into the second half. First team to 19. SK need all rounds in this half. NRG need 2 of 3. Double sniper rifles for SK Gaming, Fallen and Cold. We saw it in normal time, it continues in overtime. They're double peeking down mid. I like this, but surely does Cirque see the barrel of the gun? Oh, he's almost being baited through. He is being baited. That was massive. Cold Zero holding the line. Fallen must know that his barrel is exposed there. That must have been entirely deliberate.
That's awesome.
That was pretty sick.
That's a bear trap, if ever I've seen one.
You have to like.
It's a honeypots.
They have a lot of flashbangs. You gotta respect those. That angle, I feel like on top banana. I feel like that's kind of greedy, but that's also like the overtime effect to an extent. Like we're talking about, like these teams have been playing quite a long time today. You're gonna start to drop some small things and have a little bit of impatience, and the lack of flash there costs Ethan his life. That's the problem. Daps though, able to return, but there's Fallen as well. They were ready for the rotation. Daps caught it, but didn't expect Fallen on the angle, and now it's a committed play into the A bomb site. Breeze needs to go absolutely huge here out of the balcony to make this work. Very fast headshot. That could be the start of something as Breeze makes his way forwards. He has the help of Fugly on the bomb site. The vantage point is yielding all kinds of opportunity for Breeze to take advantage of, and it's 2 AWPs to try to retake. This is actually now a good look for NRG post-plant.
Fallen switched up for an AK in mid.
I feel like NRG's favored now in the 2v2.
Moving towards the apartments. Breeze may not be ready for this. Assuming apartments is clear as he just exited. That could be a nasty surprise and that could change everything. But again, time is of the essence and surely no one is ever looking towards apartments again. But tick-tock, that clock continues to go and Fallen will concede his position because he doesn't know how many places are safe or otherwise. And now it's Cold Zero, 1 versus 2.
What? How? How'd that not kill him?
Replay, please.
Was it inaccuracy? I mean,
I want that,
it
like,
would have had to have.
What?
That had to have been colossal inaccuracy to hit below the waist because unless the server decided that it was a wallbang through the box. Okay. Ooh, he crouched. There was a little crouch there, and the Go TV won't show us exactly his own perspective. So
spectator delay.
Yeah, you can only assume he was crouching or something.
NRG 2 rounds away from winning this map from SK and creating a 0-4 situation on the debut of Stewie with
No, 1
SK.
round away. It's 19.
Oh my god.
18 plus 1, Dan, is 19.
I
and that is an irrecoverable score for SK Gaming.
I apologize for my misinformation for the fake news.
You have misled and defrauded our audience. And for this, you have apologized. We will move on
That is fake
swiftly.
news, James. I will not accept that.
Fallen has been taken out of the round. Stewie, that is quite the grenade indeed. The snake in the apple.
Cold Zero. Oh dear. Cirque will have him. Eat him up. Fur. Doing a good job holding the arch side as we see Bolts looking to hold apartments. Fugly will make his way out for the trades. The trade game good for NRG and they are close to victory here. A 3v2 after plant scenario on A. You can't ask for a more juicy spot to try to take the victory. Looking really good for NRG. 2
on 3. Cirque has another smoke grenade, but ideally you want him to hold the AWP out. Although if he can get... Actually, he's not even in position to replenish this smoke, so... SK will start to proceed, but this is going to be horrible and awkward, and Fugly will finish it off. 19-16, NRG are undefeated in ECS League.
In Europe, that is an impressive feat, especially considering the teams that they have beaten. And SK not really having the best start with Stewie, but